Hey folks, welcome. In this video I'm going to be comparing the Canon EOS R and the EOS RP with the latest firmware in January 2020. I'm going to explain to you why the R is better in almost every way, but I would definitely not buy it. If you need to get a Canon mirrorless right now, I would go for the RP over the R, unless you have a couple of very specific needs. So let's talk it through. Alright folks, before we dive into these two cameras, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you've liked and subscribed. Head on over to my website. You can see the different download courses I have available, including the 3 that I've made with Stephanie: Implied Nude Portraiture, Off-Camera Flash, and the Wedding Photography 101 series. Now, I have had these two cameras in for about 2 weeks from B&H Photo on loan, thank you for that guys, to shoot with them and do a bunch of different tests. We've had some lenses in as well that we're comparing along the way. So I've taken them out on 3 or 4 different shoots with both Steph and Johanna to get some real hands-on time with them. It's not a super thorough, in-depth review like I do in a field-tested video. This is more of my overall thoughts if you were to go and buy one this month, and I get it. Some people are in a position where they can hold off a few months and wait for something new to come before they buy. Others, maybe your camera just died or you just got your annual bonus or whatever and you're looking to buy right now and you want to know what to buy. So, as a quick overview, when after Sony surged ahead with full-frame mirrorless for years despite the heckles from DSLR owners and DSLR manufacturers, everyone, I think, was happy to see Canon and Nikon both jump into the game not too long ago with their full-frame offerings. So looking at these two, I'm just going to top line it. I assume you know the full specs. If not, I'll put links below where you can check out all of the specs and current pricing. They're both on sale right now, but that kind of thing happens to change fairly regularly. So check the links for your best local pricing. So the EOS R is better than the RP on paper in almost every regard and in the hand. Let's go. It's got a bigger battery. You're going to get more shots out of this. It's using a much more sophisticated battery. It's got a faster sync speed for flash, and it's got a faster maximum shutter speed of 1/8000th rather than 1/4000th, and that's actually really important on these cameras. I'll circle back to that one. It also has much more advanced video options in terms of frame rates and different formats, but as well this will do 10-bit 422 out, whereas the RP just doesn't have that option. Canon loves to cripple the video on their cameras. They didn't do it too badly with the EOS R. It also has faster frames per second, a better buffer, a better EVF, a bigger and better rear display, more complex AF system, more accurate AF system in my light testing. And yes, it's marginally higher resolution with marginally better files. It's about 40% bigger and heavier, which in the hand I actually prefer because, and this is circling back to that former point, because Canon has gone full hog on the lenses. I really think you could draw a clear distinction between how Nikon and Canon have gone about their mirrorless. For all of the hoopla about the single card slot, which all of the Nikon and Canon full-frame mirrorless have, the Nikons went in pretty hard with 2 medium to high-end bodies and then started off with f4 zooms and 1.8 primes that some people were a little disappointed about, some people were quite happy with. Canon went the other way with a kind of mid-range body and a kind of entry-level body, but then they've gone crazy with the lenses with things like this. This is the 28-70 f2 zoom lens. They also have the 85-1.2, which is about the same size as this. And when you put it onto the RP, it's about as unbalanced as any camera combo that I can remember ever shooting with. It's so front heavy, and of course there is no tripod mount on the lens. It's really, the camera is a lens cap at this point. But you can get around that. With a lens like this, you're going to be holding it basically with the lens, zooming with one hand. You've got your function ring up the front. So it's not the end of the world, but the fact that this has a maximum shutter speed of 1/4000th, shooting at f2 or f1.2 in the middle of the daytime sun actually becomes an issue. And we did have some situations the other day shooting with Johanna where I couldn't get an exposure because it was blowing out. It was just too bright. So having double the shutter speed up to 1/8000th is great on the EOS R, which is what pretty much all medium to high-end cameras offer. However, having said all of that, and as someone who generally goes for the higher end option in a system, I would go with the RP if I were buying one right now, because I think these are both placeholder cameras. It was Canon saying, yes, we're in the market, yes, we're committed to this, but they've really shown that they are serious about this mount and this technology via the lenses. And at launch, these have been $1,000 apart, pretty much $2,300 and $1,300 US dollars. But they're both on sale right now, and my bet is they're both going to get replaced fairly soon. So I personally wouldn't buy anything right now, but if you did need to or really wanted to buy one now whilst they're on sale, this guy now, the RP, is on sale for $1,000, and this is on sale for $1,800. So $500 off, $300 off. I think they're both going to get replaced, but I don't think, unless you need that better battery buffer, shutter speed, or the video options, it's worth paying the premium for this one when it's likely to get updated and replaced pretty soon. They're both performing well. With their new lenses, you're getting beautiful files, crazy detail from them. It's really just those few little limitations and almost $1,000 difference in price. At this point, it's almost double the price of $1,000 versus $1,800. You could put that $800 towards a down payment on one of their gargantuan lenses. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and what do you want to hear, or what do you want to see, sorry, in the next generation of Canon and Nikon mirrorless bodies. I'm sure dual card slots is going to be high on the list, but I would love to hear what else you guys are looking forward to. And if you own either one of these, share your feedback with the audience so they can all see it as well. Do make sure that you've liked and subscribed. I hope you find this kind of quick overview video helpful. I'll see you soon.